Welcome to Caching Waves. This is an Elliott Wave update for Render. Before I get into this count, I just wanted to thank my subscriber. He's an OG. I think he's been with me since I was at like 100 subscribers. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but Xenophon, thank you. And before I get into this chart, just wanted to show you on CoinMarketCap, have the all-time high before we broke out at 792.82. So I just marked that off here. Now before I get into this count, I just want to make it clear this isn't a prediction for the future. It is the path if we are in an impulse, which is very high. So I marked off our 779.82 as price discovery. You can see we just broke through that. We retested at that level and finally broke through. So since the low, have this as a diagonal, wave 1 and 2, very shy retracement on log scale, which is a very bullish sign. If I go to linear, we did tick the 618, as you can see. It looks like we're like oversold, but I promise you, if this is a bullish structure as a impulse, we are not. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Now off that 1-2, when we look for a second 1-2 area, we look for is the 618 extension from the first 1-2, which we ticked to the T, ideal. I then took an extension off that second 1-2. Again, where do we look? The 618, ideal. This is ideal. I am very happy how ideal this setup is currently. And we have pretty tight stops on the current entry, which I'm not in yet, but I'm looking to enter. Now, if we hit targets, this is an if, I'm not predicting the future. If this is the proper path, our eventual wave 3 should hit up around $58, which is a very strong move. Be looking from this moment here about 450% just for our third wave. Eventual targets, these are just guidelines. If we hit the 200% for our fifth, way down in the future there in next year, you're looking at 1250%, if not higher. These are just guidelines currently. Now I'm going to go from count to count here. So for this third wave, we'd be looking for targets at 3463, which is the 1.618 extension of this wave 1 and 2. The second one, right at our targets. This is nice when we get ideal, right at that zone where we would expect our third wave based off the first targets too. We expect a correction back and our third wave to come to the 1.618 extension of the first wave 1 and 2 and the 200% of the second 1 and 2. So everything lines up very nicely. We then expect a pretty deep correction and eventually our fifth wave to the upside. Now we want to stay within this pitchfork, and everything seems to line up almost ideal. So this is a very, very nice setup. So I'm going to go down to this third of the third. This is the area I'm looking to get into. So this is our third 1-2. And if labeled correctly, again, if labeled correctly, we should not come back below this wave 2. And price point for that, according to Binance, you'll have to check this on your own exchange if you are trading this, is 587. So we should continue on here, and it looks like potentially a fourth 1-2. Again, I don't like projecting this many 1-2s, but this is hitting like ideal fib levels. Like it's almost picture perfect for those 1-2s expected. So I'm going to be looking for a buy in this area and targeting that third wave, I believe, which was around 3461 is my current setup that I'm looking to get into. So I'm going to ride out this third wave. The second, you just zoom out here. I'm just going for this wave currently. right there, the third of the third. So that's going to be my trade setup. So I'm looking for any sort of correction here. It looks like we have 5 up. Anything sideways, I'm going to look to buy here. And I'm going to up my position size because if this is labeled correctly, we should not come back to this zone, right? We should not break wave 2, depending how conservative you are as a trader. Not financial advice, just what I'm going to be doing. But what I will do is play this as another 1-2 for trading purposes. And I will put my stop just past the 618, which is at 746.2. So I'll probably go to like 745. Usually I'll go the 70, but I'm trying to get as much position sizing as I can here. So what I'll probably do on this one is wait for any sort of pullback. I might buy a little bit right now. Put my stop at this 70. If we're lucky enough to get a pullback, I will buy there as well. And what I will do is when we finally break out, is buy the breakout, like I've mentioned similarly, and move my stop to this area. So all this risk I have on, once I move my stop up and I'm triggered into this order, I can move up to this stop and double my position size. How that works, say you have a $10,000 account, so your risk currently, if you were just to enter here, is right here. But if we come back down and then you buy the breakout, you now have all this extra capital to throw at it if you move your stop up. So that's what I'm going to do. But this looks very nice, very, very nice. I thank you very much for bringing that to my attention. Because if we are getting this, yeah, it's going to be a nice trade. All right, guys, so there you have it. Invalidation levels of this count is there at 597.3, or sorry, 587, and that's our third 1-2 low. No point in talking about a bearish count at the moment until we break that level. All right, guys, that's it for Render. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next one.